The girl was feeding her sick mother-in-law, but instead of putting the food in her mouth, she was throwing it on her clothes. The poor mother-in-law was ill and couldn't say anything out of fear. Suddenly, her husband came down the stairs. Seeing him, the wife got scared and quickly covered her mother-in-law's clothes with a sheet to hide it. The son kissed his mother's forehead and asked, "Mom, how are you feeling?" The mother replied, "I'll be fine now." Jack then went outside the house. His wife became happy, started singing, and began dancing with joy. Jack's mother saw this and felt worried. Jack went toward his car but realized he had forgotten his phone inside. He quickly rushed back toward his room. As he was about to enter, he heard noises. His wife was scolding his mother, insulting her with harsh words, saying, "Who knows when you will die?" The poor old woman was crying over her fate. Then the wife picked up a book and hit her on the head. Jack had seen everything. When he walked in, his wife quickly picked up the book and pretended to be reading it. She said, "Look, I was telling your mother stories to keep her happy." Jack didn't say anything and went outside again. The poor old mother then lost control of her bladder. Jack came back and looked angrily at his wife, saying, "Shame on you, what have you done?" The old woman cried silently. His wife became furious and stormed off to her room, took some money, and went to the market. Jack, however, had been watching everything secretly. He went to his sick mother, who kissed his hand and told him all about the suffering she had endured. She said, "Your wife troubles me a lot. She is cruel to me. I am tired of this life." Jack was shocked to hear this. Later, his wife returned home happily from shopping with the new clothes and items. She went to the old mother's room. The old woman was sitting on a chair, covering herself with a cloth, but in reality it was Jack disguised as his mother, and the wife didn't know. She began mocking and insulting again, saying vile things. She even pulled out her phone and started watching videos, completely ignoring the suffering. Jack finally stood up, revealing himself. The wife was shocked, terrified, and fainted. When she regained her senses, Jack said angrily, "So this is how you treated my mother? I could never have imagined it." In his rage, Jack threw his wife out of the house. Then he went to his poor old mother, hugged her tightly, and kissed her forehead.